Hello everyone. I would like to ask you, how much is dollar in your place? Is it 1,000? Is it less than 1,000? In the last few days, there has been a lot of propaganda on social media that dollar is now 1,000 naira. People are rushing to sell off their dollars. These, that, those. This is the time I say to you, subscribe, Biko, if you are not subscribed. If you have not been subscribing, what have you been doing? You just watch and go. Are you one of those that watch and go, watch and leave, don't want to be part of the family? And then there's also a community, LFM community, Love, Family and Money. Also go and subscribe to that one also. Here on YouTube, where we'll be talking about love, family and money. But anyway, back to this. Is the father. Oh Lord have mercy. Tinubu thinks it's everything is by propaganda. You can't force governance through propaganda. You might use propaganda for election, you might steal the election, you might snatch it, run away with it, you might say that power is not served a la carte, you might do all sorts of things, but the thing is that you cannot govern with that propaganda. So they've been all in the last few days, like I said earlier, they've been all sorts of drama. Oh, that the Binance arrest that was done is working. Dollars is now down. Dollars is this. For how long? For how long? The thing about economics is that you might try to hide it, you might try to, it's just like your basic house finances. You might try to do abracadabra, you might try to be in denial, you might try to ruffle the, it will still remain what it is. If the basics are not covered, there's no how you can be covered. You can manage for a few times. Like somebody try to live above their means when your salary is small, you can do it back and actually look as if you're doing it for a short time. Either use all the money you have, borrowing, collecting from others, using others. But at the end of the day, the main thing is that it's not sustainable. For it to be sustainable, there are certain indices you have to put in place. There are certain things you have to put in place. And as long as these things are not put in place, it won't work. And when people are calling out on, it's not that people are hating it. I mean, who does it favor that dollar is 2,000 naira? All of us are suffering it. Even if you are earning in dollar or whatever, by the time you change it, what you would have bought at a lower price, you're also now buying it at a higher price. So at the end of the day, the thing also goes you lose that value that you would have thought that you earned. But the thing is that people think that, oh, some people want the dollar to be out, some people are hating Nigeria when they point out this. No, it's not about hatred. It's about what is on ground and the facts that are on ground. So here, dollar not selling at 1,000 to $1. BDC's debunk viral post. This is the Punch. Coming out to say this whole issue of a propaganda that was done on Twitter and other social media, they say that they are actually not right. So they tried to investigate it, and it said, contrary to the report making the rounds on X, formerly Twitter, Bureau de Change operators say that there was no truth in reports that the dollar is now selling at 1,000 naira at the parallel market. They have been rendering reports on X that dollar is now selling at 1,000 naira in Abuja. The X post read, this morning at Zone 4 Abuja along the Sheraton Hotel, the dollar is selling at 1,000 naira to $1. Abdul Salam BDC is selling 900 if buying over 5,000. Oh my goodness. Even if I had believed that whole thing, the fact that this person put this here will tell me that this is a lie. Because do you know how much is it? The difference in dollar, this thing, in short, it's one market that I know I can never ever be part of that business. I don't even understand how they make it. The volume they depend on. It's usually 5 naira, 3 naira, this thing. So you're not saying that if you are buying 5,000, he will not be selling to you at 900 because he wants to dispose of the money, or because of what? A whole difference of 100 naira. Hey, whoever it was that was making this post obviously doesn't know how the dollar market, how it works and all of that. And another thing also, I wanted to say another thing also is, why will people just sit down and bring out this? Then I realize it's the propaganda, of this first wanting to force everything by all means to say that, oh, things are working, that Tinubu is not working. Tinubu is a disaster. Tinubu has nothing to offer, and this is where we are going to be until when we decide that the disaster needs to end. Otherwise, we will disastrously be moving on with the disaster, and see we will end up we will see where the disaster leads us to. Whatever is happening now, you think this is the worst it can be. I'm here to tell you that it can get worse. So just prepare yourself, buckle up and rein it, and just put on the seat belt, and let's see how e goes. Na the person wey survive dey survive, the person wey no survive anyway, e no survive. And so all of this propaganda, and then when you see more that the focus is more on attacking people, calling people names, propaganda, rather than looking at what as taking responsibility for the problem and actually solving the problem, then you know that the way e far. Anyway, back to the Punch report. It says there's a mad rush to dispose of dollars at Zone 4. The dollar in the parallel market is currently selling at a lower price than the official market. Can you imagine that? Why would somebody be disposing of dollars? If dollar is money, you will hold it, and anytime you can use it. You can't use it in Nigeria, you can use it abroad. So what is it? However, our correspondent reached out to Abdulsalam BDC, who is in bracket Abubakar Abdulsalam, on Wednesday in Abuja, and he denied selling FX at the quoted price. Dollar is selling at 1,300 naira dollar is selling at 1,300 naira, not 1,000 or 900, he said. Recently, the Central Bank of Nigeria offered to sell 10,000 to each BDC operator at 1,251 naira. So of course, so now they are selling it at that 1,300, because they are getting it at 1,251 naira. That's it. So it's still, they're still doing something to this short-term solution to bring the price down. Okay, we're going to give you this, which is more or less still the same, like subsidy that is on it, pegging something to it, right? But anyway, let me go back to the reading. The Apex Bank expect them not to sell above 1,269, representing a margin of 18 naira. An ex-user whose real name could not be ascertained also debunked the rumor, stating that he was at the location and there was no such transaction. I was at Zone 4 this morning and there was nothing like that. This is fake news. The president of the Bureau de Change Association of Nigeria, Aminu Gwerebe, could not be reached for statement as of the time of filing this report. I'm trying to see, I don't want to exceed too much of 8 minutes. It's almost 8 minutes, so I will quickly rush through this to say that, look, the economies is not propaganda that will move anything. Good governance requires one to sit down and begin to work on the needed things, needed indices, needed pillars to make the economy work, to give good governance, accountability and transparency. The issue of sitting down and just churning out propaganda, it's not going to work. It might be a short term, oh yes, let us see we are working. It's not sustainable, and sustainability is what the people are looking for, where there's stability. An economy where there's no stability is more dangerous than a bad economy itself, because even if the economy is bad, it's stable, you now know what to do, the kind of risks to take, and the kind of things that you're supposed to do. But right now, it's absolutely just all over the place. Thank you so much for watching, and please remember to like, share and subscribe. Do go ahead and subscribe. And also, we have a community where you can listen to talk on love, family and money. That also is something you can subscribe to. Thank you so much for always watching. Bye.